What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the new Sugar High palette from this Mented Cosmetics. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't focusing on me, but yeah. So this is what the palette looks like. The box is in the same packaging. I got a couple of palettes to compare to them, not a whole lot because I didn't, you know, bring a whole lot of palettes with me today. I literally got this on my doorstep last night when I was going to work, so I was like, I'll come film with it right now when I get off work. So here we are at, I think, 4 o'clock in the morning filming with this, but this is what she looks like on the inside. I think it's just gorgeous. Beautiful color story. It kind of made me think of the Likely Makeup palette. I'm sorry, the Ugly palette from Likely Makeup. I mean, the colors aren't the same as far as tones go, but you see what I'm saying? Like the theme, it has that dark neutralish type shade, and it has a whole bunch of bright shimmery tones and some mattes to match this shimmery tone. So this is what both of them look like side by side. I thought they were both cute enough, so I figured I'd bring it and show it to you. I have the Feral palette too, so you can see how the their palettes originally looked. I think this palette cost me $45. Don't quote me because I haven't pulled up the information, but this is what the Feral palette looks like. As you can see, they used to have square pans, but they changed to circle pans, which is what this one is, but this is what they look like side by side. Now I see why they want to cancel out, because this one actually kind of looks like the Likely Makeup Ugly palette a little bit. So both of them are kind of giving that vibe. So again, I see why they want to get rid of this one and come up with new stuff. But see what I'm saying? Like they both have the neutral and a few pops of like colorful eyeshadows and a few shimmers. So this is what it looks like side by side. Random side note, they said they're only gonna restock this palette 2 more times, and then you won't be able to get it anymore. So just keep that in mind. If you do want this palette, you should probably go ahead and try to grab within the next 2 restocks. But I did get a little blush as well, so I got the little Arthurine blush in the shade Best Buds. It's this cute, really like peachy, corally, like shimmery type blush. I don't know if you can see it shift, but it's a really beautiful color. I'll go ahead and swatch it so you can see it. I know, right, me swatching stuff. What is going on, child? Because y'all know I'll be swatching nothing. But this is what it looks like. It has a nice shift to it, if you can see. Like it shifts to green, and I feel like it has like a peachy, goldish type shift in addition to green. I'll probably use this as a highlighter, to be honest, or maybe like as a blush topper. I don't see me just using this as a shimmery blush on its own, so that's not gonna happen. But let me zoom you on in close and let me look up the price of this palette to make sure I'm actually right. And if you're curious what's on my eyes right now, this is actually Angie's palette alongside the this is both Angie's palettes. So I just combined the Club Nebula and the Hella palette today when I went to work, and this is cute. I look the out of it. So let me see. Now I didn't do a video on it or anything like that, so don't expect a video. You'll see a picture on Instagram, and then if y'all want me to like recreate it in like a short or something, we can do that. Yeah, the palette was $45, and it doesn't have a cute little caption like all of like some other brands do. So there's a printing error on the back of the palette in regard to how many grams you're gonna receive. It's 18, not 24. So if you bought it when I bought it, then your palette says 24 instead of 18. But I don't see anywhere on grams right here. It says 1.5 grams. So I guess they meant to say less, but I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna try to do like 2 or 3 looks, to be honest, just because I'm loving the color story of this. Y'all know me, I'll do a I would do like this row with this like bright pink and maybe that in the corner, and then do like a blue green purple situation if I can, because there's some blues and a green and a purple in here. So I might go ahead and do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know that I'm most likely gonna try to do 2 looks. So let me go off camera, get my life in order to take this off. Oh, and the ombre lip is, I literally just ate off my Patrick Ta She's Hard to Get lipstick, and then I just put a lighter pink one in the middle where I had ate it off, and it looks like I did an ombre effect, but really I just ate lunch and put on a different lipstick. So that's a good trick for you if you want to have the cute ombre effect but you don't want to have to put in the effort. Girl, just eat some lunch and then put on another lipstick. There you go. No, but seriously, I'll be right back and we'll have an eye look. Okay. So here's what I came up with. Put the orange underneath the lower lash line at the same time. I used the Diypansy Mix Living Quartz eyeliner pencil, and then I used the cake liner from the Cash Beauty Color Trip palette, the red one, but it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted to, so I just went ahead and put the shimmer from the palette over. So I used the shade Sugary Sweet Ruby. What is this one? Furry Friend, Slice, and Snuggle Bug. Those are the ones I used to create the look I have right now. So let's get to it. I'm just disappointed the eyeliner didn't work the way I wanted to, because I wanted like a bright neon-y reddish cake liner. But I don't know, the red shade didn't work nearly as nice as the purple one did. So I don't know if different shades work different ways. Y'all know I don't really use cake liner that often, so I can't say why I didn't do what I wanted it to do. But the point is, it didn't do what I wanted to do, and I was disappointed. Is that the bottom line? So I'm just taking the Glam Light icing eyeshadow primer. Of course, you know I'm using the shade white. Let's start off with the shade Furry Friend, because that's what I put all of my crease area. So like airbrush this look out. Lately I've been doing it before instead of toward the end like I usually do. Well, just honestly, just in the last two videos I've been doing it like that. So it's not like it's like some huge thing I might start doing right away. But I started today, so I figured, you know. I've been liking the way it's been turning out too. It looks like more airbrush when I do it that way than the way I normally do it. But I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing that I do as far as changing it up. But it was fine doing it today and it worked out nicely. So, you know, did that. Yeah, I didn't know that part like of stuff that was missing on my face. But there's like the whole section right here where it looks like it's a thumbprint or something on my face. I'm going to fix that before I take my pictures, because that is not cute. I guess I'll take the concealer and bump it on it real quick. I don't know. Anyway, when we're done with that shade, we're gonna take the shade Snuggle Bug. So pack on this shade here. I feel like the week just flew by, y'all. Like I looked up and it was like the weekend and I was like, oh, okay. So Adrian's been at school for this whole week and he hasn't been at home the entire week, so I thought the week would feel like it went by slower, but it actually feels like it went by faster because, you know, I didn't have to take anybody to school. I literally just had to take myself to work and then come home. And so I looked up and the week was going, I was like, what's happening? No, week, come back. Now I'm going to take the shade Slice, the orange one, and just start like putting it in the crease here. I want to have like a little bit of transition when it came to color, but I feel like it has disappeared as you see it there. I feel like you hardly see it, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm like, I purpose of putting it there for it to be seen, not, you know, hardly be seen. And this shade Sugary Sweet reminds me, that's the one that's on lid, it reminds me of one of the shades from the what do you call it, palette, by February, the Flight Club one. So I'm like, interesting. So what I did for my lower lash line is what I normally do is I put eyeshadow primer underneath it to try to help it stay more vibrant, because I feel like when I put certain colors underneath it, it doesn't stay as vibrant. Even though I put eyeshadow primer underneath this one, with the orange, I still feel like the orange isn't as vibrant as I'd like it to be. I didn't put nearly as much eyeshadow primer on this side as I did on the other one, so I'm thinking maybe that's why. But this looks vibrant to me now, and this looks vibrant before, but you know. Like a teacher's own thing. Anyway. I'm gonna take the shade Sugary Sweet now and start putting that all over the lid. Because initially I was just gonna put it like in the front because it has that gorgeous shift to it, and just put the red for the back. But I was like, we'll just put the red in the inner corner. And so that's what I did. And we're fine with that. So look at that shift, it is stunning. The day, I'm just looking like, oh Lord, maybe stop. But I should have tried to film some yesterday, but it's like I was tired because it was my first day off, and and I had to go get hair done on top of it. So if I hadn't gone to go get my hair done, then I would have like filmed some looks. But because I did, I didn't have the time to do both because I had to drive an hour rush hour traffic by the time I left the beauty shop in order to get to my grandmother's house. Then I had to sit and wait to go get something to eat, and that was a whole other issue. So I was just like, I'm tired of this. And then I got up 3 hours after I left, got off work in order to go to the beauty shop and then sit all day for that. So that was the whole thing. This is shade Ruby. We pop it in the corner here. And I just think that's a stunning shade. So we're gonna try to get into what is it? The eyeliner now, the cake eyeliner. Whatever that brush. But it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, y'all. Like I wanted it to be more vibrant red, and I feel like it didn't give that. So I was disappointed in that aspect of it. I think I said that in the beginning, but I really was like, y'all, it was not giving it all. And then it has like, I can hardly get anything off there. And then when I have to extremely wet the brush, and then when I extremely wet the brush, then it smears it around, and then it makes it too creamy. So it's like, this shade is a total bust for me. I like the shade Purple Haze better, but you'll see that shade in the video where I actually, use the palette alongside this, not just use this. So we gotta make a match, so it's like I have to make this work. I'm just coating the hell out of this brush and hoping that it'll be able to pick up at least some enough to do this look, and then I just won't ever touch that shade again because it's not giving by a long shot what I needed to be giving. Finally, it's giving half or something. So y'all see all the effort I'm putting into this little like hardly noticeable line that's going on now. So this shade is a total disappointment. See how long I'm sitting here just trying to get it on? Like, I mean, I literally seriously coated the entire brush several times just to get this shade to work. See, but now it's like looking streaky because I had to spray so much on the brush just to get, past it to begin with, which is why I ended up having to put the shimmer that we put in the corner across this, so I didn't have this little streaky red line of color on my eye. This is a whole hot mess. Just no. The red is a total fail. No. So I'm just trying to draw it enough to where when I put the shimmer on, it won't. It can follow a line of where the cake liner used to be, so that way I don't have to worry about, that. So that's as good as that's getting. That shade is awful. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about, but since you're here, we're here, and it's all available. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that shade. The purple one worked well for me, but I figured different shades that work well during different times, and that one just isn't working for me. So I should just stick to the purple one. I'm hoping the green one doesn't do that, because I would truly be crushed if it did. Because it's such a pretty vibrant light green. I like when they just screw it like that. So. Saving it like that, so that's how I have to save this one. And then that was not giving it at all. Okay, so let's back on up and talk about this palette. I like the palette, okay. I thought it was gonna be more vibrant than it actually was once I actually really looked at it. Because at night when I did the intro, it looked vibrant and nice, but it's like, to me, it's not as vibrant as I was hoping it would be. Like compared to the Culture palette here, I feel like there's way more vibrancy in the Culture palette than in this one. The tones that they showed, I mean, I feel like they have similar tones, but this is what they're gonna look like side by side. I bet to show that before and I had forgot to, so that's why I made sure I bought it today. And then I showed y'all the Likely Makeup one already. Wait, here it is. at the beginning, and I thought it was similar to this one, but I feel like the colors in this one are more vibrant. This has a little bit of soft pastel, and the colors in that one, the colors in this one are much softer than the one in here. But here are these side by side. This is actually giving me more of like the Powerpuff Girls palette vibe with the colors that I added to it, because if you all remember, I added the purples from the Amethyst palette, so it's giving me more of that vibe, to be perfectly honest. I don't know though, but I like the color story can. The eye look turned out fine. It's just I'm not as excited about it as I was when I initially got it, but that doesn't mean it's bad quality by any means. Like this shade right here is just giving me life alone. I'm sure I'm gonna love the blues and the greens when I finally do try them, because you know I'm gonna have to try those next. But it was a good palette. It worked well. And we got this gorgeous eye look. So those are my thoughts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.